Okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, I think all that should be good. How we doing, guys? How we doing? How is everybody? Can I get a quick sound check? Can you guys hear me? I always forget to do this, and I want to make sure I'm not like talking to nobody. So if I get a quick sound check would be ideal, please. Yo, my sound good, Nick? You can hear me? Okay, perfect. Cool, cool, cool. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I just wanted to make sure that was good. Okay, cool. We're just going to go through, man, look at this weekly candle. Just going to go through my weekly outlook, kind of what I want to see this week. This candle's nuts. That's nuts. Thank you, Zach. What's up, man? Okay, let's just run through it. So what I see here is sweep of this previous weekly high last week. Obviously, don't close below it. Get a serious sell-off down here. So my eye is straight away drawn to this low here. Is kind of what I want. Just line. Okay. So here, similar thing here is like plenty of equal lows here on ES, and I think down here is a little gap. I think on YM. Now these lows here are obviously like down here for YM, but actually it's actually crazy how strong, how much stronger YM is compared to NQ and ES. But I think we can definitely take out this low. So that's a weekly perspective. Weekly objective is down here. So I'm expecting some sort of like open, obviously low, high, close. So I'm not surprised to see us open higher here. I will be very surprised if we just like go straight back up here. I will be very surprised if we just do that. Okay, let's check out the daily. The daily. Yeah, it's kind of the daily. There's not really much to be gathered after that day on Friday. It was just like a insane sell-off. Not much to look at here until tomorrow to see if we can maybe like create some sort of gap here. Okay, let me go down and see if there's something here. Actually, let's go to 4 hour. Yeah, I could see us come back up to like this range here somewhere. Let's see this. Yeah, back up to like EQ here or something before going lower. Maybe we don't even go that high because I don't think we're gonna. Why do I keep doing that? I don't think we're gonna leave these lows behind, especially here, like on this. But I do need some sort of gap or some point of interest here to short from. Like I obviously can't just like blindly short down here, so we'll have to try and dial down and see. I'm actually just going to leave this on for a little bit and see. Yeah, I mean, there's just so many gaps here. I'm just going to have to wait till price hits into one of them and see if we get some sort of reaction. Like we're already in an hourly gap here. What time is this? That's 7, 6, 7. Okay. We'll just keep an eye on price down here and see what we get. And mark off these 90 minutes. See if we get anything here. Anything here. Anything here. Yeah, so like I said, I'm definitely looking for a move higher than lower. Just don't know how high we're going to go. So Asia could actually just be the one that expands higher. But again, I just don't know how high it wants to go. I do see we have a little bit of SMT down here. SMT here in these lows. Already see two here. Wait, where's my yeah, no real continuation. Like I said, I don't really want to be shorting away from these equal lows and this low here. So no real interest in shorting indices now. Actually, let me check RTY. Just might as well, as I'm doing the indices, I might as well just do RTY. Okay, so actually RTY didn't actually even take out this previous weekly high here up here, so it's some SMT. It's definitely weaker. I'm actually just going to leave that there because these are like equal lows here. Daily, similar kind of thing. That Friday candle is just nuts, so nothing to really check out. This would seem like the most obvious place for me here. Set an alert there and see. Okay, let's check out some metals. So where did they? I was actually bullish in this last week. I remember now on Sunday. Like last week, we were looking like this. After this long wick down, I for sure thought we were going to come up and take these equal highs, but clearly not. So I'm just going to leave this here. It's not previous weekly high anymore, though. I'm just going to leave that there. Just say EQ. I can get rid of all this now too. I guess the draw is here now. Like we've nothing else relevant. We close below this, so I'm just going to look for some continuation unless we get like some serious upside movement. Yo, what's up, Daring? How are you? How are we doing? How was all your guys' weekend? Hard to believe it's Sunday night already at the weekend. Like I thought the weekend absolutely flew by. Gold kind of similar to indices. We had this like bearish C2 close here on Thursday, and then Friday just like sold off. So expecting, yeah, definitely lower, but nothing really on the daily yet until kind of see what kind of gap gets created here. That's good, man. That's good. Weekend relaxing. Yeah, similar. Yeah, wife went to a wedding yesterday. I was on babysitting duty with a small boy, and then today we just went to just like the community pool, hung out there with family, went for dinner and stuff. So that was kind of it. Nothing, nothing hectic. Watched the Knicks on Friday night. Almost gave me 25 heart attacks, but they got there. Okay, let's go down to anything clean. The 6 hour. We have a 6 hour gap here, but again, it's huge. What's silver looking like? I should probably just do this actually at the same time just to see if we have any SMTs. Yeah, this looks like the draw now. It just looks like we've swept this high and we're just like rolling over. So this definitely looks like the draw. Yo, what up? Adam, how are you, man? What is up? Um, actually, have S&T here and here. Okay, so it's kind of clear this week. I want to find a short in this area somewhere and down to these lows at some stage this week. Good, man. Good, good, good. Good, thanks. Can I talk about trade take here or no? Something like this would seem that is the same gap, right? Yeah, yeah. So something like that would seem kind of nice, I think. We can get a run up there. It's not even actually the same S&T that I marked out, is it? That's the S&T. Okay, cool, 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 cool. Okay, I might get onto that later on, but for those of you guys that are in here now, sure most of you for a day trading realtor, has made this absolute sick new app. Guess like an automated trading journal. It's just like think of it like TradeZilla, but just like better, essentially. Um, if I had to describe it, it would be like TradeZilla and Notion in one. Is kind of how I would best describe it. We were lucky enough to get some early access to with Nick's mentorship group, and it's after blowing my mind, to be honest. I did not expect what we got, to be honest. So big shout out to him and T, I think, our partners on it. So I don't know when it's going to go. Maybe Adam can shed more light on that when it's going to actually go live to everyone. But anyone who's like serious about their trading needs to definitely check it out, 100%. We do have, I'm going to mark off this gap, it's just a little shallow here. So like we do have S&T with this gap, but let's, I can keep an eye on this, but it's just, again, with such a move like this, I don't know if this is enough of a retracement for me to want to short, but we can keep an eye on it. Let's see how these 30-minute candles close. Yeah, I guess 4 hour won't close for another hour and 45 minutes, so it's a long time. Expanding beta a bit this week. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Daring, check out the strength switch between gold and silver on a 1 hour 2 stage. Kai says because 1 hour 2 stage, 1 hour 2 stage. Yes, yes, yes. I think I see what you're talking about. This. Something like that, Daring. Yeah, I think if I was to short from here, I would want to see like this hold and then this closes a candle too, like maybe like close down here somewhere, this one, and then just trade like candle three back down. I think is what I would want to see. Um, Opened at 6, sold off, and we got a instant shoot higher. Like I am bearish on this, but yeah, I think we could make it up to this gap maybe. Like you said, I don't want to be too early on this, long week there. Yeah, something like that would be ideal. Something like that would be ideal. Um, so I think there's going to be a lot of waiting around at the moment. Like I'm definitely going to wait till 9 before I do anything. I just need to see some hourly closes before we check anything out, because obviously the week has just not only has like, well, obviously when you trade Asia, it's the start of the daily open, but it's also the start of just like the weekly open. So I know one of my biggest problems is, say, like even indices, like I would be bearish on this week, and I know that if it's bearish, it's going to like open, put in a high somewhere, go lower, and then close. But like I would come into the week like when it opens, and I'd automatically be like on the 1 or the 30, being like, okay, I think that's the high. When like I think the high would be put in an hour or 15 at the very start of the week, when like clearly it could go higher Monday and Tuesday, and then like Wednesday could be high of the week. So um, I've been burned many times on that. So and also it's indices. Like I actually would not be surprised if this week just did this. I don't think it will, but I also said on this stream on Thursday night, I guess, where were we? Uh, Thursday. So we would have been around here somewhere. And I had this, where I don't know where this weekly open I had, it was a flat weekly open from a couple of weeks ago. And we were here and we were selling off hard. And I was like, oh yeah, I was like, this could be my draw over the next week or so. I said, we're definitely not going to get there like by the end of this week. And it just absolutely like nuked on us. So yeah, I can't say I'm surprised at anything indices do anymore, to be honest. Where's the 4 gap? It's up here, is it? How did everyone do last week? Do we have good weeks, bad weeks? Okay. No, I thought that was a flat 90-minute open. Okay, we'll just monitor these in the hourly here now and see. Let's check out oil. How did oil open? Get rid of all this. Get rid of this. This is no longer previous weekly low. That's from like weeks ago. I'll take that off. Wait, what? Did oil just gap up? Or like, how do we close here? Wait, what? Jesus, okay. Okay then. Okay, and just delete oil from the watch list maybe. I can imagine it'll fill in this gap at some point, but was this, I guess this was clearly news driven, I'm guessing. Something I missed. I'm also going to check out EUGU and the dollar. Just been this one big range here. This gap here, weekly gap. C3. Yeah, so it looks bullish. Yeah, daily C2 here. Yeah, this definitely looks bullish. I actually like this chart, to be honest. Let's mark off this forward gap. Okay, I'm assuming these are the exact opposite. Yeah, it's also SMT, isn't it? Yep, 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 yep. Okay, okay, okay. Set an alert this forward gap. And set an alert this forward gap. Okay, cool. So a quick run through, I guess. Bullish DXY, bearish major currency. So EU, Jew, bearish. Bearish indices. I think the low hanging fruit is down here. Don't know how much further we can fall, but that will be my draw until, I guess, unless we closed up here somewhere, then I would start changing my mind. But even if we close above this gap, maybe. But that's kind of my bull bear line. Oil. No, let's just not even talk about oil. And then also bearish metals too. Yeah, I see that 2 stage is gone there now already, daring. So we'll just keep an eye on this 4-hour one. This is just like, we'll keep an eye on this. The 90-minute gap here too. We'll keep an eye on that. Yeah, so that's pretty much my outlook. Anybody any questions on it, or disagree with anything, or see anything different, or need me to go over anything? Okay, NQ 90-minute gap. I guess we had one here too, but it was just so close to where we like close. I don't really count that. I want to see it come higher some bit. So we'll monitor it either around here or up at this 4-hour gap. Put some more alerts here. Here. Where's this 4-hour gap? There we go. Okay, let's see how we do here. Did any of you guys get that Tradeify email about like you won whatever 2,400 and X amount of dollars? I see a lot of them going around, and I swear I think I got 6 or 7 of them. Pretty annoying. And did you guys see Lanto's P&L from Friday? I think he made like $2.4 million on Friday, which is like obviously insane. Insane. All right, let's see. How many of you guys here use Tradecopia? Actually, I've been a Ninja Trader guy um, pretty much like since I started copy trading. Um, I'm very old school as well. I don't want to like change something that works, but it's been annoying me lately, and everybody's like raving about how good Tradecopia is. So I'm thinking about making the switch. I think Nick was able to get us like a 3 month trial for the membership or something. So I need to get that set up. But just wondering what your guys' thoughts are on it, or do you guys use like just a regular trade of 8.1, or do you use Ninja Trader? What's the preferred one? She's getting a decent push here. £1,640 is wild. Jesus, that's wild. Was that bigger than the tariff day that we had? That must have been the biggest day in a long time. Like, what size is this day here? Yeah, it's only 1,200. Jesus, 2,500. Jesus. Yeah, I was going to say that's the biggest day I can remember in a while. I didn't even seem like that crazy. It was just like this, just like this slow, like controlled sell off, just down, 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 down. And there's more equal lows here, and yes, like we surely don't just leave these behind, right? Surely not. YM's also like, so it's clearly a lot stronger here than like come down and take out as many lows, but it's also not bouncing as hard here either as in QRS. So on a 4 hour gap here on gold, I have SMT here. Obviously this didn't reach the gap, but first sign of bearishness, I guess, would be like, we'd have to get a CSD here. The only thing, I guess this is, yeah, it's a down close candle. I guess that would be your OB here. That's if you were trying to take just this SMT entry, but we won't know if this is going to be, I guess, confirmed for another hour and a half. Like we're saying to daring, I want to see if one of these can close as a hourly C2. That'll be the first sign of want to look for shorts. It is actually 6 hour SMT here too. Let's see. Yes, this looks like it wants this gap here, definitely. Let's see. We are an hourly gap here too, actually. It's here, yeah. Just gold is so much stronger than and silver here. I'm very surprised at YM. I thought YM would be, if these were going like retracing hard, I thought YM would too, but clearly not. I had two funded next evals that I thought were for sure gone last week, like last Monday, I think. I was trying to pass in like two trades. I took like two losing trades last Monday, and on my coffee trader, it said there were like 400 like what's the drawdown on it? It was like 1500, I think, is max drawdown, but I think it said that it was like 1900 in drawdown. So I didn't take any. I just assumed they were gone. Got an email today then saying that there's like $160 left on each of them. What are the chances to get from 166 in drawdown back to, I think it's, let me check. Oh yeah, I think it was 2500 is what the profit target was, but I actually had a highest day profit of 1116 by mistake. So, and there's consistency rules on evals, which sucks. So it says profit required for consistency 2790. So what's the chances I can go get 166 in drawdown? 100, yeah, I have 166 left in drawdown and get it to 2790. How would you guys go about doing that? Oh, actually, no, I need to. Anyway, the reason I found out was because of inactivity rules. So I need to do something with that. News would be a good one to try and get that out of drawdown, I think, or either blow it. Or if I had just sold on Friday, maybe that would have been even better. I'm just gonna put an alert here, just in case. Okay, we'll see if gold can get a CSD here. I won't take the first CSD. I just think that's very like aggressive. We do have 6-hour SMT inside in a 6-hour gap. I just think we've only been like open for a couple of hours. I don't know if this is actually going to be the high. It could be. It could be. What I like to see is like M15 gaps here. If we got a continuation off a gap, I would take that just for a bit more confirmation. If this was like during the week, you could maybe take this, but just as like just Sunday open, we've only been open for like 2 hours and 40 minutes, so I don't know if this is the high set in yet. Yeah, I was watching that too. This 90-minute gap here too. What's the M5 look like? Yeah, something kind of similar. Yeah, you could take that. I'd like to see more gaps here though, to be honest. That's something you could take, yeah. Yeah, you've got like 6 hour to M15, 90 minute M5. It's all like around the same area. So yeah, Mads, you could take that. I would like to see silver also like start to CSD though, because this is technically the weaker one. Um, so you would like to see this like start moving too. But there's certain streams before, like what I don't want to see now is like, so we have this SMT set in. Like I ideally want this candle just to close down here. Like what you don't want is like a poke through like this and then a close up here and then the next candle closes and we just end up doing some shit like this, you know. That's just like consolidation. This actually might not be a bad one for the funded next accounts. What's the risk like on something like this? What does 1 micro get you? 102, yeah. My accent sounds, no, I'm definitely not Dublin 4, man. I'm definitely not Dublin 4. I'm a Cork man. Definitely not Dublin 4. Are you Irish, Mads? Yo, what up, Johnny? How we doing? Yeah, I see like this isn't like ideal for me. Like the best CSDs are like, I've said this before on stream, so say that's your CSD. So just come up and like straight like blast through them, you know, that's kind of what you want to see. Like I hate this like, and then you come down and you get something like, you might get a close on the level, you know. Not saying they can't work, they're just less high probability for me, to be honest. Like I'd like to see silver start to go here now. So you could take this. I'm actually just going to wait and see if we can close this as a C2 and then just trade like the C3 continuation lower. So I would like to see some gaps here on the way down. Is what I would like to see. Daring, if you're still in here, did you take anything on gold? Or are you going to take anything on gold? I may take this on the 2 funded next accounts that I was actually saying, but I won't be taking it on funded. So I will take, if I get a nice C3, I'll take it on my a C3 continuation. I'll take it on my fundeds. Yeah, you're still waiting for a PSP. Okay, okay, perfect, perfect. Do you trade solely like, is that like a GX, solely like GXT, the PSPs, or is that like a quarterly theory thing, or is it? Yeah, see, like this just looks like consolidation to me here now. Also, I see Nick is after partnering with, um, is it Funded Elite they're called? I think is what they're called. Look pretty solid. You can like bundle accounts and stuff. Yeah, this is kind of what you want to see here now. You want to see this kind of push. Like, yeah, this is kind of what you want to see now. I would have preferred in this candle, and like, I want to see this close strong now. I don't want to see it like close back up here somewhere. Plus, you're getting silver moving as well, so this is kind of what you want to see here. Gonna check out these futures elite. Get five of them for 322. And it looks kind of similar to, just have a quick glance at the rules. It looks like eval, so no daily loss limit, activation fee. There is consistency rule, but I don't think there is unfunded. So kind of similar to like Lucid, seems like. Yeah, like this now you don't want to see. Right, so gold closed below. But you ideally, what time is it? Did we get a 15-minute close last time? No, we didn't, obviously. Um, yeah, you can also watch 15-minute here and see. Silver might close at PSP since it's stronger than gold. Yeah, might put you. Yeah, that would be like your strength switch then, I guess, right? Because this is clearly weaker, but if this closes bearish and this is bullish, then this will actually be weaker. Then for 9 o'clock. Mads, you're Irish. What part are you? Are you a D4? A D4 head? And if so, are you in Ireland like right now? It's like, what time is it, like nearly 2 a.m.? You're South Dublin? Okay. Okay. I got you. Yeah, Asian can be clean, man, sometimes, yeah. Good for you for staying up for it. Do you like stay up or do you like set your alarm to get up? The beauty about trading Asia is like if you get like a good win, and I assume most people trade props, like say you hit your max consistency for the day, you're just like you're forced to not trade for the day, so you take the day off. I think you should be okay. Darren, like we're not creating any like massive gaps here. It just takes like, but gold could also like, especially during Asia, just do like one 5 minute candle like this, you know. Gold is actually the worst for like putting in this kind of candle and then going and like not giving you this kind of retest here. You pretty much stay up. Geez, okay. Oh yeah, must be exam time. Are you go to UCD? I was a CIT man myself back in the day. It is like equal highs too, right on 90 minute gap. Oh, okay, cool, 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 cool. Yeah, I'm in the States right now. Actually, I live in New York at the moment. Um, the scramble for tickets is like crazy. The World Cup finals on in New York, well, New Jersey actually, but um, it's been crazy with people trying to get tickets. What what firms are you trading with at the moment? Where are you trying to get those payouts from? Could be getting something similar here. Like we have SMT here between NQ and YM. Um, YM might close as a PS or a, yeah, PSP2 actually, as a C2 is what I meant to say, but it actually might close as PSP as well. Um, we'll see. It's gold doing. Yeah, I don't know. I think if you like, I don't know, maybe silver comes and runs the high once more. This just looks like pure consolidation. So I'd be surprised if it just like went from here. We could get something like and like create more SMT here. Do something like this. Create more SMT, something like that. But for right now, silver looks like it just doesn't want to budge. Which also, I probably should have said this during my outlook. Like, what do we get after like large range days, like small range days? So I wouldn't be surprised if like Monday, tomorrow, or today, Jesus, even today is Monday, obviously, for Sunday open, but Monday's candle. If we just got some like small range day on, especially on indices, we're getting a decent thing here. But like this massive day down, we usually just follows by a bit of consolidation. So I wouldn't be surprised even if like the daily range was like just something like this, left the gap, Tuesday hit the gap and then sell off, something like that. Euro USD, what's Euro USD? Oh yeah. In the gap, okay, not to worry about that right now. It's also just something to keep in mind. Just Apex right now, yeah, that's solid. That's solid. I mean, people can do serious damage with 20 Apexes. Just watching gold at the minute, Nick. Pretty much. Oh shit. I have just like SMT here. We're just saying the first entry you could have taken was this like breaker here, kind of OB breaker. But silver just looks like it's consolidating here, but gold looks actually kind of nice. But silver looks like it wants its high again, so I don't know if it's time to go yet or not. It's kind of like one of Matt's trades. You have the 6-hour SMT inside the 6-hour gap. We might actually be getting a 15-minute CSD here, or you have a 90-minute SMT inside this 90-minute gap, which you've already got the 5-minute. So this is kind of what we're watching at the moment. I think indices lower. I just don't know. I don't think it'll be tonight. In gold, good luck, good luck, good luck. I just took it on my those two funded next ones I was telling you about, just to see if I can like just run them up. So there's only like 160 bucks left on them, so I figure right now give them a shot. Oh, actually, do we? Oh yeah, we got that PSP you wanted. Nice, 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 nice. So did you just mark it in daring, or what did you do? We actually got C2 there too, so that's nice. And silver almost took out this high, but didn't. Okay. Okay, so as soon as this candle closed, you had a limit here at this CSD, like similar to what I have on my screen. You just took it after the candle closed, like essentially, right? Yeah. I got you. Yeah, like you're basically just trading uh, this hourly C3 essentially. I mean, it's worth a shot, I think, here. We shall see. Yeah. Is your stop at this high, at the SMT high? Daring. We did get a C2 here, but I wouldn't really, I don't know if I trust that on its own. Yeah, S&T high, yeah, okay. OB. You would have to see NQ also sell off here, but if it did and you got a CSD here on YM, wouldn't be a bad short either. But this looks like it's like could go down. I don't know if NQ is ready to go down yet. All we've done is just traded this hourly gap and closed in here, so I would need to see much more. Yeah, we've SMT, but we've no real confirmation. Like what would confirm this SMT now for me is we'd have to get displacement away. Otherwise, it's just like basically NQ is just stronger than YM. Essentially, is all it's showing me at the moment. Did you take this trade, Mads? The 90-minute to the M5 or no? Oh, man, my back. Silver didn't get the CSD, but it's dropping nicely here now. Oops. Decent 30-minute candle here so far. This 15-minute too. Where'd you TP at, Daring? Where's what? Just like 1 to 2 or something? Or you just close early, or what was your TP? Oh, 1-to-1. Okay, are you not to me like, are you a 1-to-1 trader? But is that what you do? Do you always just take off at 1-to-1? Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's fair. Nice, nice, nice. Good stuff. Yeah, yeah, that's the way to do it, man. It's just like size up and let them rip. But on the other hand, for me, these funded next ones, I need so much. I don't know if I should like turn this into like, if I any choice, turn into like a swing. Let's see. Uh, Dan Johnson, I actually don't have a YouTube channel, Dan. I have a Twitter or like X, but I haven't posted on there since like last year. So, um, but I'm gonna start again. I'm gonna start. It was just so toxic. I was basically like felt like I was wasting my time. But I don't have a YouTube channel. You saw me flicking through the time frames there. I was just kind of see where this might run into a bit of resistance because all this, like obviously on the lower time frame, looks like it's low resistance. So I just like flicking through time frames. We don't really have anything on the M15. Like with these 30-minute gaps here and here. Tiny hourly gap here, which I was hoping we'd get through. That's kind of it. So it's really just these 30-minute gaps. But silver also going now, so first ever 1-to-1. Okay, cool. What evals you trying to pass, Daring? Yeah, this is the TTFM indicator. Yeah. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, TTFM. I got it like, oh man, I must got it like a year ago, but I got it for free, and I was using it at the start, and then I just found it was like cluttering my chart, so I hadn't used it in ages, and I actually forgot I had it, and then I turned it back on, and I've been using it again. So I really like it. Oh yes, sorry. Actually, I just answered the question I think before you even asked it. Yeah, I love it. I love it. No, I was used it before, um, because it used to plot things out for me nicely. Um, but then, like I said, I thought it was like my chart was a bit cluttered. I was taking bad trades, not because of the indicator, obviously because of me, but then I just wanted to like simplify things, so I got rid of it for ages, and then I just added it back again, just mainly on the lower time frames, just to see like CSDs and stuff, kind of quickly in the T spot and stuff. But yeah, I love it. I think it's great. I think it's great. exactly. That's kind of a lot of times I'll actually even just have it like this, like I had earlier. It'll just be like this, and then if I see something, I'll be like, okay, and I'll just turn this on. Then it's handy just for like even for like standard deviations, this CSD, um, things like that. Yeah, it looks like you get. This is just like if you're trading YM in a vacuum, like you could take something like this if you wanted to. Just depends whether or not you classify this as your CSD. Technically it is, but I like to see a series of up close candles, even though this is like a nice beefy CSD. I don't know. Something's just telling me not to short indices here. Obviously, you need a close here, obviously, but um, I just think it wants this 4 hour gap. I think we were going to come up a bit higher. I think. Where is 2R on this bad boy? Is anybody else short gold now at the moment, or was Daring the only one to also short it? Let me just see if set an alert in case silver takes us low first. If I hit 2R, I'll probably move my stop, even though I don't really like have a protected high, um, because we've no gaps that we've traded into to create further like swings. So, or I could just go straight to my TP. This would be much nicer. So nobody took nobody else short of gold here. Oh, there you go. There's YM going. I don't know if you get a retest here or not. Yeah, even that low was like 3R. You did? Logic, good, 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 good. Nice, nice. You copy trading. I actually don't do batches. No, I'm an all or nothing type of guy. Um, I can see there's for and against doing the batches, but I prefer just trade them all at one time. I'm kind of in the boat of um, I try and keep things as mechanical as possible. I don't like to have as much discretion. So I'm kind of like if a trade hits all my um, for want of a better word, like my checklist or whatever to take it, like why not take it on all my accounts? You know, like if you have an edge and you're executing that edge, like why not do it? Yes, the flip side is like days you go on tilt, days you break the rules, days like you could lose all your accounts. Um, yeah, I get that, but that's obviously not the goal. So I'm definitely an all or nothing kind of guy. Because if I had a good day, I would be like, say you've like I don't know 20 accounts or 40 accounts, and you trade them at fives and tens. Um, I personally would feel like if I only had 5 of them green, I'd be like, shoot, I could have had 20 of them all green today. and I'd be like, oh, then the next day I would go in. I also probably have a bit of OCD. I don't like having my accounts at different values either, if that makes like sense. Like I like trying to have them all like same drawdown, same profit if I can. I know it's not always possible, but like then kind of try and get them all to pay out at the same time. But say I have like 20 apexes and I trade 5 of them at a go, I and I hit a winning trade, we'll say, I'll be like, oh man, 15 of them now are now behind, and I don't know if that subconsciously makes me like trade more the next day, or like I don't really know. So there's a long-winded answer, MDG, to what I do when it comes to copy trading. So, but each to their own. I know some like great traders. I don't think he does it anymore, but Nick used to always batch trade, and it just suited him much better. So, like I said, I can see the for and against. Nice, nice, nice. Come on, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. How long did it take you to reach this level? I don't know, man. I get asked this question a lot, Dan. It's still the classic, like, how long is a piece of string? Like, people ask you, like, oh, how long have you been trading? Like, my first year, like, was it even trading? Like, could I call it trading? Um, like, when you're learning, I was doing like support and resistance and all that kind of stuff. I was like, I was doing like, I never did Bollinger Bands, but I was doing MAs, EMAs, RSI, all that kind of stuff. Like, I guess I was learning about the markets, but like, was I really like trading? There was probably a lot of gambling going on at that time, trying to make quick money. Um, but as in terms of ICT, um, I don't know, when did I start working with Nick? It was like 2 years ago, maybe. So really just made strides in the last like 2 years, essentially. Yeah, so I would say 2 years. Sorry if that's like doesn't really answer your question. It's just when people ask me that, I always get kind of confused because like you say how long. Um, like I think if someone comes to me and says I want to learn trading, like I could cut down their learning curve like probably in half to what I did, because you can just cut out so much shit that you shouldn't do that they'll probably get caught up in. That's why I think it's great having like I had Nick as a mentor, so he was able to kind of cut out a lot of that shit for me, even though I had still wasted a lot of time. But if somebody came to me now and had no idea how to trade, I would be you'd be able to tell them like, no, stay away from that or do this or whatever. You'd be able to cut their learning curve in half. So um like I got into the markets during COVID, which was what now, like, was that 6 years ago? But like for the first few, I definitely didn't wouldn't call it classified as trading. All right, come on now, don't do this to me. Hey David, is that 1 to 3? This is yeah, 1 to 3.2. 1 to 3.2 it looks like. One to 3.2. I mean, actually, just like let's see. This will be classic, like gold and silver to leave behind these lows. So um, I'll see how this 5 minute closes, but like I don't really have many places I can trail to, because like we've just come down so far. Like we could come back up at any of these gaps. I guess like you could really trail to like, I don't know, here maybe. I could also just close it in full here. Yo, is that? I assume that's landing by your uh, profile pic. Gold was clean, except it's like edging my TP, which is not great. Look at this bounce in silver. Did you take this, Landon, or no? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. I was wondering. What's indices doing? Yeah, YM was kind of, I won't say obvious, but was kind of clean, but just like this kind of candle here, I could never like mark it in or get in, so I would have wanted a retest, but just gone now. I know, classic gold, classic, classic, classic. Did you take it, Ashley, or no? Um, I don't really know if I should like just close it here now 2 hour in case it does bounce, or. But like I said, it does need a retracement at some stage. We just opened this candle and came down. Like I can, like systematically, I can't really move my stop. Like here, I guess is where I can move because we have these candle or like we have these fair value gaps. I don't think it's going to come through this gap, tap this, and then go lower. So I don't know. We'll see. Like if we close below this, I could move my stop to maybe this high. So we'll see. We'll see. The key is not to panic. The key is not to panic. Excuse me. Um, what indicators use? I have the T-Trade fractal model. Is this one here? What else do I have? I have a session liquidity tracker, which basically is like this. Just marks out like New York PM, high and low, previous daily low, London high and low, 8:30 open, midnight open, 9:30 open, etc., etc., things like that. And then I have um, ADR pretty much just for like the average daily range. So that's pretty much. I very seldom use this. I only turn this on if I come into the market and it's after expanding, just if I want to see if there's any like juice left in the tank. Because you don't want to be like trading past ADR essentially if you're not already in a trade. What else? Oh, just saw. Sorry, Len. Yeah, just saw you were on. So I thought, cool, man. Cool, 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 cool. Thanks for stopping in, man. Um, Sorry, let me catch up here. Did I miss any goalie net low? And Q might want to roll over. Yeah, might. The only thing is, I didn't know if you would use this as a CSD or not. Very close as SMT, but it does. It might go for that low from here now, which I'll be kind of sad because I was hoping we'd come up higher and we go lower. But Oh, we actually had a nice, we had a nice C2 on the 3 minute, but we don't really have a nice, no, no gaps or anything here, so it's not that nice. Not that nice. What else did we go here? No, I wasn't watching goal came in. Okay, no problem. Yep. Also, guys, just if you're, I don't ever ask for this, but if you guys are ever, if you're enjoying the stream or get something from it, please like it. I think, like I said before, I'm helping Nick out with his one-on-one mentorship and really enjoying that. So he asked me if I had any interest in doing some more. Sorry, just let me mark out this line. Just more education and stuff, and if I would go on his YouTube, and I said I would, and he just kind of said we'll do it for a month or so and see how it goes. So if people like it, I'll keep it going, but if not, then I obviously won't. So if you do like it, please just like the stream, please. Would be much appreciated. Speaking of mentorship, I don't know if anyone has any interest in like trying to get their trade to the next level or looking for the mentorship, but I think it's in the description of the stream, I think. What do you think about? Yeah, I like NQ shorts. Like I wouldn't be getting into any of them now. But if you're already in, it's nice. Like I was looking at this YM short. It looks nice. The only thing about NQ is you have this gap here. I would be careful of. It's not on ES, and obviously YM is dumping, so I like them. Where did you get in from? La G4K. Oh, I like them. I like them. All right, I'm just getting out of my goal trade. Okay, there it goes. I don't know if you guys heard that or not. That out of field, but there we go. Pretty nice trade. Okay, why did I close that? Good stuff to anyone who caught that. Nice nice little way to start the week. Thank you. Yeah, nice staring. Nice nice way to start the week for sure. Did you guys hear the autofilled? Did that deafen you? I should try and mute that tab, I guess, or something. Should I or mute? You can mute trade away, right? Never, Landon. No, never. No, because if I take the trade on the M5, why would I monitor it on M1? Like the M5 is the minimum you should be moving your stop based on. Yeah, you heard what? Like when the M5 doesn't present the high, well, you know what? That's just tough shit. You can't do anything, unfortunately. That's kind of what I was saying to the guys here. I was saying, like this is the only high. So, like when we came so close to this low here, and it started to reverse. Yeah, it sucks, But I also realized that we opened the candle, like this is 9 o'clock here, and we just sold straight off. We haven't put in any highs, so like, yes, it makes sense to do something like, then I would move it down here. The only real place you could move it, like you could obviously go break even if you wanted to, but like we have this gap right at the end of this M5 candle. Let me straighten this up. So we've this gap and this gap, right? So what is a fair value gap? Fair value gap basically is a 3 candle pattern, right? So in order to make this gap here, you need 1, 2, 3, right? So if this was to be invalidated, you could probably move your stop to like here. Or if you really want to be aggressive here, because just because it's so far, the gap's actually so far away from this high, like I don't think we would do this. I think if it comes, and you can't place your stop like here, because there's no telling how far like we trade through the gap and close. We could still close in it and just leave a wick up here. So this would be the only logical area that you could really move it to, and then just hope price does something like this, and like, even if it doesn't, and then you could just move your stop to here, you know. Does that make sense, Landon? Or no? If it doesn't, or anyone, not just Landon, for anyone else. If you want me to run through that there, I can again. Oh, trade. Thank you, actually. Nice trade. Thank you. Yeah, explain my entry. Sure, no problem. Let's run through it. Let's run through it. Best way to do this now. So we had silver. So I was watching silver. I don't know if you guys were here for the weekly wise. Let's just run through that really quickly. So pretty much, I'm bearish on metals down to this low, right? So we know we wanted to obviously open up, put in some sort of high. I don't know if it's going to get down here this week, but low close, okay? So we had the 6-hour gap here. It's huge, obviously. This big 6-hour gap. Oh, come on. TradeWise is the worst. And we had the 6-hour gap here, obviously, on silver. Gold traded into the gap. Silver didn't. That's fine. Down to the 90-minute. Jesus, man, this is slow. So same thing here, 90-minute gap in here, and SMT on the 90-minute. So along with that, I also was looking for this to close as a C2, and what will confirm that, so we have SMT, and what will confirm this C2 here would be a 5-minute CSD. So actually, let me skip back to here. So I was pretty much waiting for this to be closed through before I entered. So there we get the close through this. So now we have 6-hour SMT, 90-minute SMT, H1. Now this is probably a little premature on the C2, but it's quarter to, so like this candle is going to open at 10 to 9. So if we CSD this late in the candle, it's kind of unlikely that we're going to go like straight back up there. We might, but like these are obviously there's nothing guaranteed when it's trading, but so that was it. And let's just check. We open up here now at 9 o'clock here, you get your retest, and then we pretty much just like sell off from there. So you're basically trading candle 3 here is what you're looking for. Does that make sense? I actually don't know how to pronounce that name. NSDL. Does that make sense? Did I hear you say you got tickets for? No, no, I didn't. I've been asked. Lots of people have asked me if I have tickets for World Cup just because I'm living in New York, but I don't. I was offered a couple, but I didn't take them. But yeah, they're going for like ridiculous price. Did you have bearish bias, or did you take it from C2 farm, predicted a C3 move down? Yeah, I had a. So actually, I probably just answered your question there, but yeah, I had a bearish bias. Yeah, I would never. Yeah, my bias always comes first. Like I would never take this if I was bullish, we'll say. So if I'm bearish, I basically go from, so I need my drawn liquidity or my bias, which was bearish. Next thing then is a key level. So, uh, okay, one, I know I want to be short. Okay, so one is like bias. Okay, so I know I wanted a short. I'm short like on the weekly. Two then is key level. So we got like a H6 gap and M90 gap. Three, it's a nice to have as an SMT. And then four is my lower time frame reversal slash CSD. So this kind of just ticked all those boxes for me. And then you just like, the rest is up to the market. You just kind of let it rip. That's kind of it. Okay, or Landon, thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. I'll see you. I guess I'll talk to you in the morning in the mentorship. Oh, got stopped out of NQ shorts. Oh. Wait, how did you, okay, Laji, let's go over this. Where did you short from? And how did you get stopped? This actually looks like a nice continuation here, actually, it's probably a bit low on the range, but this. OB, like if you get a close below here, this stop should really be protected. Take it down to here. Yeah, it's kind of a pity that YM didn't like closer to here and give an entry, because like that's like, even this move here would be 3R already. Like if you took it down to here is like 5R, that would be an absolute banger. Makes sense. Great. Okay, all clear. Okay, cool. Cool. I think we're at 19 likes. Can we get one more like and try and get it to 20, please? Thank you very much. So Alaji, I'm not sure if you want to share your setup or not. I can maybe talk through it, but unless it was like a 1 minute entry or something, with this gap here, like I wouldn't be putting my stop anywhere near this gap if I was shorting. Okay, so I think both of the two things we were watching are kind of playing out. I caught gold, didn't get in indices, but I can hang out for another 10 or 15 minutes if if you guys have any more questions or want me to chat about anything else. Thank you, Ghost. Thank you. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you all for your likes and comments and just for being here. Thank you very much. But good TP, is it bouncing? Yeah, there you go. No, I still think it can, like, it didn't really hit any of these gaps here. Can definitely kind of do what this arrow is doing, but yeah, that's pretty nice. That's why you don't get greedy, you know. That's why you do not get greedy. Because silver's also after taking out the low, so. Um, but yeah, so if you guys have any, we'll just turn this into like a Q&A for the last 10 or 15 minutes. If you guys want to discuss anything or have any questions from me or want to talk, like I always say, it's an open forum. So if anyone has any questions, wants me to go through anything, can be trading related, can be not trading related, can be psychology, prop tips, I don't know, anything you guys want. Like I was saying earlier, I'm here to, Nick asked me would I do some more education or if I would have interest doing more education alongside the mentorship, and if I did, would I do it on his YouTube? So I said, yeah, sure. So I'm here to like help people in any way I can. So if you guys have anything that you're struggling with or want to discuss or anything, just put it in the chat here. We can dive into it. Um, I was actually asking if how many of you guys here use Tradecopia earlier. I just actually saw a logo of Tradecopia there and just reminded me again. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see gold like turn here and go lower. Yeah, I don't know. Like 6 hour S&T here, that should be the high. I just don't know if it's like high of the week, high of the day, probably not. Okay, yeah, this was kind of, who was asking me about, yeah, it was Elijah was asking me a while ago about if I liked indice shorts, and I did. Just hit this gap here. There's also this, oh no, where's this hourly gap? Sorry. This is the hourly gap I was saying, just to be aware of. It's not here on ES, and obviously not here on YM, but that's the only danger there. My ideal charts on indices would be this 4-hour gap here, I think. Up around EQ would be, I think would be nice. Would be nice. There's EQ highs and ES. You'd think these ones, actually? No, that's all-time high, right? Am I on a too high of a time frame, I guess? Which EQ highs are we talking about? Or are you just talking about literally like here? Maybe that's what you're talking about. That would probably make more sense. These two hourly highs, I'm guessing, is what we're talking about. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. No, that was my. I thought we were talking more like um, when I was talking about like how far up it would come. I thought you were saying it would come for these. Yeah. No, that makes yeah, that makes sense. Even when I was like looking for shorts, said it was kind of hard to short away from this. That was one thing I didn't like. But yeah, yeah. I mean, it just makes sense, right? So like, if such a like big, it's going to want to fill in some of this, you know. Like, what's even 50% of this previous day's range? Just like bang on this H4 gap. So like that's where you want to be looking for shorts from. It also, like I said, it could just like, I wouldn't be surprised if it just closed like somewhere like here, left a gap here for Tuesday, traded into the gap on Tuesday, and then sold off the rest of the week. Um, but uh, but no, I agree. I agree. Actually, yeah, definitely on the those equal highs, I would. It's very suspect trading away from them. Even this SMT here is like not the highest probability because like you have another hourly gap here. So why would it go from this gap and not this gap? And like you have a lot of candles between these SMTs and stuff here too. So I just like if you look at the gold trade and we have 6 hour SMT, like it's the next candle essentially. The next candle that creates SMT. Like we don't have 3 or 4 6 hour candles in between them, like we do here or like we do here, you know. But here we've no 6 hour gap. We've no 4 hour gap. So then we just have to go to 1 hour and we just have like this gap, like 90 minutes with this gap, this gap. So it's just not as high probable. Yeah, so you get a nice reaction here, you know, because we didn't balance any price on the way down here, you know. So like I could see us if we close below these here. And there's something on my keyboard making my hands. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Landon is gone now, but he was asking me about moving my stop, and like I would need to see something like this here in order to move my stop to a protected swing. Um, but like if you wanted to say you wanted to like try and hold for, I don't know, fucking down here somewhere, like you could just, this is how I would trail my stop. Not now, it would need to close below this like CST, and then you could trail your stop to a protected high. But I could see it going from here. If we invert the H1 FVG on NQ looks good. Yeah. I think so too. I'm not a, yeah, you're talking about this. So like, yeah, like I'd like first to close below here for sure, because that's like a bullish PD array. That's the only one we've created pretty much since we've opened. So yeah, we'd have to definitely disrespect that. I'm not a huge fan of IFVGs myself. Like I wouldn't use them to. I kind of use them as confluence. I would never take a trade based off them, to be honest. Could well have put the daily low now. 2 stage PSP and SMTS. Yeah, could be the daily low. I mean, actually, I was going to say I don't think so, but yeah, it definitely could have. Um, it definitely could have, because I expect this to be a short or a like. So I said earlier, like, what do we get after large expansion? Like short range or small range days. So basically consolidation. So yeah, it could be low today, but it's not like a low today that I would be confident trading away from. Actually, if that makes sense. Like I would never see this low today and be like, oh, I'm definitely going long because it's low today because we're still so bearish. You know what I mean? Like I could like not that I could definitely, but like if we did this tomorrow during London and New York, like I wouldn't be surprised. But I know, but I could also just see us like ranging here and this being low a day. But it's kind of like a not a low a day that I would use to trade away from, if that makes sense. You could, yes, yes, that people definitely do that. Like you could try long to the 4 hour gap. Like you can definitely do that. That's just like counter trend, like a counter trend scalp. You can 100% do that. I personally don't like to do that unless it's like a daily gap up here that I can like use hourly confirmations and stuff. But yeah, you definitely could use low today to do something like that. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Yeah, if you were just to target like this, obviously you wouldn't be going like basically this low today wouldn't be my trigger to like we're bullish again or whatever. So yes, I agree. No, I'm not winner winner. You're the second person to ask me that tonight. I am Irish. I'm from Cork though. What about you? Winner winner. Where are you from? No, I'm definitely not a dub. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of my thoughts in a nutshell. Actually, yeah, exactly. Like I ain't longing. I'm not longing into this. You know, I'm not longing into this. Like imagine this was a 5 minute chart. Like, would you be longing this? No, definitely not. Like I think my so I always talk about invalidation. So you have invalidations for your we all have invalidations for our trades, like our lower time frame trades. We'll say like this, like that's my invalidation or my stop loss. But we should have invalidations as well for like our bias. So if I'm bearish, like where is my bearish bias invalidated? And I would say like a close above here. The first sign would be a close above this 4 hour gap. But I wouldn't be full on bearish then because we have another gap here we could turn from. But like this would be the warning signs would be on, and this would be like okay, we're no longer uh, bearish. That's just looking just at this chart right now, but obviously more things could form between now and then. Um, yeah, it just looks like right buy side of the curve, sell side of the curve, and like what's that saying is like uh, stairway up, like stairway up, elevator down, just like the classic. Um, Northern, what part of Northern Ireland are you from? My father's actually from Tyrone, Oma, County Tyrone. So I spent a lot of time in the north. Is our bias bearish? I mean, that's my bias. It doesn't mean it has to be yours. Like I'm not here to ram bias down your throat, but like I think it's kind of hard to be bullish here. We take out this low, yes, then we can definitely be bullish. But like we're so close to this low, I can't long away from it. Especially when like if ES had taken it and we had some, even if we had SMT here, I still wouldn't because we're so close to this low. If that makes sense. And I'm going to ask you too: are you in Northern Ireland now, winner winner? Like if you are, it's like what time? Like 3 a.m. I did not expect to have any like Irish or anyone in Europe up at this stage, Irish or like UK or anyone like that. I thought all you guys would be snoozing. You're from London, geez, okay. A lot of I just had assumed that it would be all um, just North American. So Trying to trade gold. Okay. So stayed up. Okay, good for you guys. Good for you guys. I guess the beauty is, like I was saying earlier, like you take a win tonight, you can pretty much take your day off tomorrow, which is kind of sweet. Um, okay, guys, 2 minutes to 10. I'm going to give just 2 more minutes if anyone has any further or last minute questions before I hop off. Plan is I'm going to trade here again on Tuesday and Thursday, Asia session. So I would love to see you all back there again. Hopefully catch a couple of nice trades again, or not a couple of nice trades. Hopefully catch another nice trade in one, if not both of those. But even more, I would love if you came with some like questions or some struggles that you guys had that you needed help with, or just advice or anything like that. So that would be great. So I'm just going to give another like minute or so to see if anyone has any last minute questions before I hop off. Thanks, Ashley. You too, and thanks for stopping in. Hope you guys enjoyed and learned something. That's kind of my goal for these. Oh man, tired though. Oh. Okay. Um, Sorry guys, we're just doing something now. Okay, no more questions. I take it. In that case, I'm gonna hop off. We have our W. Very happy with it. Like I said, back here Tuesday and Thursday night. So I'd love to see you guys back here then. Thanks again for stopping in. Have a good trading day tomorrow. It's only Monday. Like I said, it's probably going to be a small range day, so do not blow the accounts. Do not go until. Do not. We've all had a weekend off now, and people come back like dying to click the button to get into a trade. I've been there myself. I've done plenty of stupid things on Mondays, and you end up chasing your tail for the rest of the week, which is not how it should be going. So yeah, have a good night, and yeah, thanks, Darren. You too, man. Thank you, MDG. Thank you, Winner. Yeah, thank you all. I'd love to see you all again on Tuesday night. Chat some more. Cool. Thanks, guys. Have a good night and have a good day trading tomorrow. And I will talk to you guys Tuesday night. All right. Peace.